Well?
That's,
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are smashing our heads into the wall as we listen to the 20 most annoying voices in video games. If you think my voice is bad, just you wait. Let's do it. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Tails, Sonic Generations.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not to me, but this place looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it.
We're starting off with an entry that isn't totally annoying because of the voice, but mainly because of the way the voice is used. Through blaringly peaking comms, Tails chimes in constantly to tell the player what they should and shouldn't be doing.
Sonic, you can switch with the Y button. Sonic, you can switch with the triangle button. Sonic, attack with the A button.
The grating sound is enough to make you want to turn the game off if you haven't already punched through your screen.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
Ashley Graham, Resident Evil 4.
Don't come!
Hey, take it easy.
No! Get away!
Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine.
Honestly, Ashley shines the most in the moments when she's not around. Nearly every aspect of this incredible game takes a hit when she's involved, whether it's the frustrating escort missions or her constant, grating screams. Leon, Leon, shut the f*** up.
And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Sure, she's meant to be a teenager, and maybe some of that annoyance is intentional, but you'd think she could tone it down a couple notches. Teenager or not, she wouldn't be the most unrealistic thing in the game if she just matured a tiny bit.
You alright?
I'm fine! Leave me alone!
Ashley, wait!
Sheldon Thompson, Bully.
You suck!
I know what you did!
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Sheldon is one of those kids who somehow manages to make everything he says sound insufferable. He's got that tone. You know, the one, you remember the kid from school? Like, I get it, nobody should be bullied, but for the love of God, just use your chest when you talk.
You're a joke!
You don't have any friends at all,
I'm
dude.
gonna tell on you!
It's annoying enough when adults do it, but when kids under 11 do it, it's about 10 times worse. At least the game gives you the pleasure of throwing him in a locker when you're tired of listening to him.
Thanks for making my day better.
Oh yeah, very funny!
Teemo, League of Legends.
A puppy! Aw, who wants a treat? I've got Bandle Scout biscuits.
Of the many annoying character voices that you'll hear in your life, one of them will be from MOBA, guaranteed. Teemo is on that list without a doubt because he sounds like a kid more than the little furry thing he's supposed to be. And if I haven't already made this real clear, nobody likes kids. Unless you're a kid watching this video, we all think you're so cool.
Hey, Kenan, if I train you in the Scout Code, can you train me in the ways of the Kinku?
Vanille, Final Fantasy 13.
Well?
That's,
I was tossing up between Vanille from Final Fantasy 13 and Tidus from Final Fantasy 10, but the clear difference is that some people don't blink at Tidus, whilst even the most devoted Final Fantasy 13 fans struggle to like Vanille. It's practically impossible. Maybe it's her character, a bubbly, ever-optimistic, childlike character who defies logic whenever given the option. But pair that with her excessively chipper voice that makes you clench your teeth every time she finds joy in literally everything, and she quickly becomes so annoying it should be illegal.
We made it!
Iris, Mega Man X4.
Hang in there, Iris.
Please, stay away from Repliforce. Let's live together.
Looking back now to this outstanding game from the late 90s, it's incredible how painfully bad the voice acting is. Iris's accent feels completely out of place, made even worse by her odd tone. Now, like always, I have to be objective and the world hates Iris's voice, I get it, but I wasn't so much of a hater because she's just Australian. It didn't feel out of place to me because it just sounded like a family member having a chat. Actually, you know what? I guess it is out of place.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to believe it. I wanted to live in a world where only Reploids exist with you.
XT-002 Deconstructor, World of Warcraft. Describing a voice feels almost like describing a color, and the XT-002 Deconstructor from World of Warcraft has a voice that's hard to put into words. It's essentially an adult imitating a child with a whiny tone reminiscent of the worst kid in your grade at primary school. It's exaggerated to be as intentionally grating as possible, and guess what? Mission successful. If I was this voice actor, I'd have second-guessed my choices, because you don't want to put this one on your resume. Multiplayer announcer, Battlefield 1.
Capture that objective.
We have lost objective Duff.
This has sparked some controversy as many players dislike the female announcer's voice, and sure, you can switch it to the male announcer if her tone isn't your style, but he's no better.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Both voices come across as far too calm and composed for what's supposed to be a chaotic battlefield situation. This is war. It's supposed to feel like it. Yet the announcers have the laid-back attitude of Bob Marley on a beach with a belly full of Quaaludes, and it has continued to annoy Battlefield fans ever since.
We have taken an objective. We have taken objective Apples. We have taken objective Butter. We have taken objective Charlie.
Amy, Sonic Adventure.
Gee, I'm bored. Every day's the same old thing. Same place, different day.
Something that drives gamers crazy is that high-pitched, unnecessary, childish anime-style character trope of a grown female character who acts like a baby deer. Amy is the quintessential girly girl of the Sonic series, which wasn't too problematic in Sonic CD when she was just Sonic's biggest fan in need of rescue. However, in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, she was given a voice, a high-pitched, overly shrill one that quickly becomes, buzzword, grating. Truly, it's the way her character is written, but the voice certainly doesn't help.
Creep? Oh no! Let's get out of here!
Paimon Genshin Impact.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide.
Paimon's voice in Genshin Impact is often criticized for being high-pitched and overly energetic, which many find grating over time. Her exaggerated childlike tone, combined with a tendency to repeat obvious information or speak in a patronizing manner, can feel more intrusive than useful.
Ooh, did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo.
While her voice aligns with her bubbly and playful personality, the constant chatter during exploration and quests turns the annoyance meter way up to 11. Additionally, her distinctive pitch contrasts sharply with the more grounded voices of other characters. It's like mixing whiskey with Pepsi. It's close, but something's off.
Huh? Look at that!
Tracer, Overwatch.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Many Tracer defenders love to knock back the argument of Tracer's accent sounding fake by pointing out that the actress is actually British, much like the character. This is a fool's argument, as the actress is from Yorkshire and is doing a Cockney accent. This is the UK, this is where accents change from street to street. This helps explain why her accent sounds so unnatural.
Last one there's a rotten egg!
But it's not all the fault of the actor. The lines feel like generic placeholders for a video game where voice acting exists more to fill space than to serve a purpose. They're one-off lines, not dialogue that serves a narrative.
Let's get to it already!
Johnny, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots.
No. Oh, it wasn't my fault. I swear. It wasn't my fault. Oh, man. Oh, look,
Dumbass!
There has been a lot of conjecture over David Hayter's acting in the current landscape, with it feeling a bit dated by today's standards. But back in the 2000s, in any of the first 4 Metal Gear Solid games, no one had a cooler voice than Snake. So when Johnny shows up sounding like he's about to wet his pants, it's incredibly jarring and makes him seem like a kid who's lost. Sure, he's got a gun on you the first time you meet him, so he could be dangerous, but his voice doesn't inspire much fear.
Meryl!
The Adoring Fan, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
Fans of the series remember the Adoring Fan from Oblivion who shows up after you become the Grand Champion of the arena. And if his constant groveling wasn't irritating enough, he's unrelentingly persistent. You wouldn't think someone could drive you insane by repeatedly exclaiming, "Bye Azura," but oh, how wrong you'd be. Most people focus heavily on the sound and vibe of the Adoring Fan, but not enough people talk about his appearance. And I know it's not nice to comment on someone's looks, but he's definitely on a registry.
Aw, gee. You sure? Okay, well, I'll be hanging around the arena grounds if you need someone to worship the ground you walk on. Bye.
Cicero, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Ah, bother and befuddle! Stuck here, stuck! My poor mother. Unmoving, at rest, but too still.
Cicero, featured in the Dark Brotherhood questline of Skyrim, is like a medieval clown, and he's as bad as it sounds. Once an assassin whose final contract was to kill a jester, he descended into madness and now spends his time talking to the Night Mother, or at least her remains, while punctuating everything he says with an aggravating intonation. His voice, like many on this list, has one huge upside. Putting an end to him will feel incredibly satisfying.
Oh, yes! Yes, the kindly stranger can certainly help.
Claptrap, Borderlands.
You probably know that a game like Borderlands doesn't just make itself. As a matter of fact, it's the combined effort of many talented individuals. Oh, hey, Steve.
I hate the idea that someone might be watching this list thinking I'm talking about Jack Black. But well before he showed up on the scene in the 2024 film, Claptrap was voiced by a far more annoying person. The obnoxious little steward bot from Borderlands was designed to be a nuisance. While Claptrap does have a few genuinely funny moments, he's the classic example of an annoying character with an annoying voice that's supposed to be funny because it's annoying. That formula only works so many times, and most of the time, he's outright unbearable. Grating annoyance will always get frustrating after a while, and if your game is going to have any replayability, please, don't do this.
Really? Oh my god! Did your mom burn you with cigarettes as a child? What the hell's going on? Seriously, Steve!
Lux, League of Legends.
A beacon in battle!
Lux and her constant chirpy remarks like shine bright and stay positive can feel agonizing, especially during intense matches where the bubbly delivery clashes with the high stakes atmosphere.
Hello, person who irrationally wants to kill me. It's so good to meet you.
Her laugh is actually pretty funny, but it gets spammed a lot, and that's enjoyable because when you hear someone getting spammed with it, you know it's funny because it's annoying someone else. Spamming emotes and sounds is always going to be annoying, but at least Wallalolo doesn't make you want to jump in front of traffic.
The world has seen enough darkness.
Baby Mario, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The concept of Yoshi's Island is undeniably charming. Baby Mario rides on Yoshi's back as Yoshi tries to reunite him with his brother Luigi. However, issues arise whenever the two are separated. No gamer alive has been able to shake the sounds of Baby Mario from their nightmares since 1995. When Yoshi and Mario part ways, Baby Mario cries incessantly until they're reunited. This mechanic serves its purpose by encouraging players to bring them back together quickly, and boy howdy does it work, because the cries are f***ing annoying. Navi, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Navi from Ocarina of Time has one of the most irritating voices in gaming. She only says a handful of phrases like, hey, listen, and watch out, but she repeats them endlessly. It's an almost shout that hovers just below outright yelling, and it quickly becomes unbearable. Every single hey is the exact same recording, likely due to space restrictions, but honestly, was that tiny bit of saved data worth it? Let me answer that question for you. It wasn't. Moira, Fallout 3.
Well, I guess one thing about using the old tech is that it can feel a bit like playing God. But you're probably not supposed to, I think. Seems like a good thing to watch for when dealing with tech of any age.
Moira might be one of the dumbest characters Bethesda has ever created, and we're talking about her intelligence. Nuke Megaton, turn her into a ghoul. So long as you apologize, she's all smiles. The real issue, though, is her attitude. Why is she always so cheerful? Why is she so clueless? And why is it so irritating? But when she's genuinely thrilled about becoming a ghoul, it all starts to make sense. Her overwhelming positivity just clicks into place, and you can't help but feel frustrated by her.
Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help.
Slippy, Star Fox.
Slippy, get back here! Slippy, Slippy, watch out! Bogey on your tail!
Whoa! Thanks, Fox. I thought they had me.
Would Slippy be as annoying if it weren't for that voice? If there's one thing Slippy has taught me, it's that kids seem to be cast as the voices of the most grating characters, and I feel like a terrible person for wanting to punch them all a square in the face. Slippy is supposed to be a skilled pilot, so he must be in order to end up on this team of ace pilots, right? Yet during gameplay, he constantly pops up on the screen begging the player for help. His dialogue is repeated and makes you want to eat frog legs.
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.